and welcome to James Liz's Express Lane, where we get you out as fast as possible. Talking to you about the quarterback situation for the Vikings. As a Vikings fan, this touches me personally, because what the hell are they going to do? I think the least likely scenario is going to be, one, the draft. I don't see them drafting a starting quarterback. They may, in a later round, draft a quarterback for the future. But I don't see them drafting a starting quarterback, especially with how low in the draft they are. If they had done poorly and now finished 4-12 or something, and they had a high draft pick, maybe they might go for one. But by the time they draft, no, not gonna happen. So very unlikely that they draft a starting quarterback. Again, they'll draft a backup, I'm sure, but not a starting. Second least likely scenario. Sam Bradford. Do not draft him. Do not sign him. Don't get me wrong. He has amazing numbers when he's healthy. Don't. No. Bad. I'll rub a newspaper and smack you on the nose if you try to keep Sam Bradford. Let him go to the Browns or something. Just do not get Sam Bradford. Again, amazing quarterback when he's on the field. His numbers don't lie. But he can't stay on the field. So you could be the greatest football player ever. But if you can only get, 2-3 games a year out of you, then don't. Next, Case Keenum. Now, as much as I'd like to keep Case Keenum after what he did last year, here's the thing. That was a year that he was good. And is it a thing of that he was actually that good? Or was it a team around him? I mean, look at Tom Brady and the Patriots. The Patriots have over 90% win record without Tom Brady. Since Tom Brady era started and all that, it's maybe it's not Tom Brady. Maybe it's the people around him. Maybe it's the system. Maybe it's the coach. So is this a situation for Case Keenum of he wasn't actually that good? It was just the people, the team, the system around him? Maybe. But after what he did, there's probably going to be a lot of teams offering him a lot of money. More than what the Vikings are willing to give, especially since the most likely of scenarios, next scenario for least likely to most likely, Teddy Bridgewater. He was doing all right as a quarterback. Then he got hurt. Then you don't know. Maybe he comes back and plays better than ever. Maybe he doesn't. You don't know. Not just the physical damage, but the psychological damage. Plus, what if he's the next Sam Bradford of, hey, when he's on the field, he actually does pretty well. Too bad he's never on the field. So I think, most likely, especially since they've already said they're willing to give him a ton of money, Kirk Cousins. The last numbers I saw was $91 million across 3 years, guaranteed. What? The most guaranteed money ever went to Matthew Stafford at $60.5 million or something like that. 60 million, 60.5, something like that. So to offer him a 3-year contract, $91 million, that's over $30 million a year, guaranteed a year. It's man, that much money for 3 years? If it was $91 million across 5 years, maybe I could understand, but only 3? But then I also heard oh no, that's just a rumor, that's not true. It's well, what the hell's going on? Because you had the Broncos offering him a ton of money, you have the Jets offering him a ton of money, most likely the Browns are offering him a ton of money. And again, Kirk Cousins already said that's what he wants. He wants money. It's oh well, the Vikings are ready to go to Super Bowl. But Kirk Cousins says he doesn't care about the Super Bowl. He can go 0-16 the rest of his career. He doesn't care. Just give him money. Which is why offering the most guaranteed money would be a great way to get him to go. Because this team's going to offer him $120 million, but only $35 guaranteed. Oh, this team's going to give him $91 million guaranteed. It's less money overall, but it's guaranteed. So we'll have to wait and see. Now, wild card from out of nowhere. Drew Brees. Drew Brees is a free agent. Still hasn't signed with the Saints. And at first I'm there's no way the Saints will let him go. He could come, I want 10 virgins to sacrifice every week to protect my health. Here you go. But the Saints still haven't made a deal with him. It's ooh, what if the Vikings snipe him like they sniped Brett Favre? Could you imagine Drew Brees playing for the Vikings. Oh, yeah, that would be amazing. It'd only be for a year or two, and then they'd be right back where they are. But it's like, yeah, Kirk Cousins doesn't have the great numbers, but he's never had a great team around him. So the fact that he has those numbers is actually a lot better than if he had those same numbers but on a great team. It's like, man, like I'm apprehensive about Kirk Cousins, especially with the money they want to give him. But it's like, yeah, you look at his numbers compared to Case Keenum from last year. It's like, oh, but Case Keenum has a year on a great team. What great team has Kirk Cousins played for? None. Ah, man. So, yes, those are my scenarios. Least likely, drafting a quarterback to start. B, Sam Bradford. C, Teddy Bridgewater. Most likely to happen is going to be Kirk Cousins. But, again, wild card. Drew Brees. What do you think? Are any of these options sound good, or do you think they're going to pull another wild card and get someone completely different? Could you imagine? Oh, they just traded for Nick Foles. Which, again, Nick Foles may be a good quarterback. But you look at his past numbers, like, all right, he did okay here. He did good there. But was it the team or was it Nick Foles? And what would they have to give up to get Nick Foles? Because the Eagles already said, it's like they've shopped him around a little bit. It's like, yeah, they want, like, the moon for this guy. Because he's a great backup. And it cost him, like, what? I think they said $8 million, $11 million, something like that. Like, not much overall when it comes to quarterback that can win you a Super Bowl. So, as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day.